It's in there, my son. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little evening news video for you. We're a little bit late. I've just been helping my mum doing all sorts of DIY stuff. So I've been a little bit delayed. But how you all doing, guys? Hope you're all well. Thank you very much for getting in here and being ready for the start of the show. We got Flying Pig United, that's me. Cockney Red, how's it going? Johnny M, Rosh Mano, Naz786, hello my friend. Primot, what's going down in Canada, eh? We've also got Bernie the Bolt. What's going on, Bernie? Amit Kumar's in here, Naz786, and everybody else as well. Thank you for joining us for the late evening news show, guys. We're going to give you the rundown of all the latest goings on at Manchester United, cover all the evening's news, and there is some news as well, folks. There is actually news here, as you can see from the headline. So we're going to get into it. We're going to be going in there raw. Do us a favour at the start of the show and smash that like button. Show your support for the stream by dropping a cheeky little like on it. Share it around on social media if you want to as well, on the likes of Twitter, etc. Give it a cheeky retweet and subscribe to the channel if you're new to the show. Get yourself involved. We got a straight super chat right raw there from Sleep Tight. Thank you so much. Says let's go, man. How you doing? Thank you so much for that. Let's get a sue in there for him. Ryan Dundon, United Forever, Duncan Bolifo, Kobe, Nick Morris, 0793, George, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for the show tonight. Plenty to get into. So we know that we've got Malacia incoming. Get in. That's just a matter of time before he is, of course, a Manchester United player. We know that he's really already a Manchester United player. It's a done deal. It's just a situation of getting the medical passed and then finalising the paperwork, and he's ours. So he's come in. But now we've got fresh reports this evening. We talked about it earlier on, of course. David Ornstein had indeed reported that Manchester United were discussing and talking and negotiating already with Ajax. And now we've had a confirmation from Fabrizio Romano this evening that says that Manchester United are preparing a bid for Lisandro Martinez. He's a very high in Erik ten Hag's list. Race open with Arsenal that have no intention to give up. Once Malacia deal will be signed and official, Man United will be on it. Arsenal are still pushing. Interest in this one, isn't it? So I wonder if it's going to become a bidding contest between the two clubs. Because let's face it, as much as Martinez might want to come to Manchester United and Ten Hag obviously wants to reunite with him and get him in, what about if Arsenal were just prepared to pay quite a bit more money than Man United are prepared to pay? We didn't think about that one, did we? You know, you never know. They might just be able to turn Ajax's head there with a bit more money. I don't think so. I don't think they're going to actually stand in the way of Manchester United to a point. I think they may well try and get him in, of course, at a reasonable price. But if Man United match their best offer, then I very much doubt that they're going to come in again with another one. I think they'll see that United are pretty serious to get him. Erik ten Hag wants to get him and have that player that he's already coached previously get in the team. And because of that reason, Martinez would most likely want to go to Manchester United. So there's really not that much hope for Arsenal in this. Come on, get in there. What a beautiful day. We signed Malacia, and now it looks like we're going to steal this player, Martinez, from Arsenal Holland. Have it. I'm feeling very buzzed up about this, guys, to be fair, just the fact that we might be going to get this guy. So it's all going off. Man United making transfer dealings. We've signed Malacia today. It's a successful day. But then we've also now understand that we're preparing a bid for Lisandro Martinez of Ajax. So we have had some conversations. We have had some, verbal sort of gauging of the situation. How much money do you want for him? That's those sorts of conversations. Okay, maybe that's something we can manage. We'll come back with an official offer. That's pretty much where hopefully we're at by now. We know Arsenal, the situation there is they've had a couple of different offers knocked back by Ajax. And Ajax are reportedly holding out for around about 50 million euros, which is 43 million pounds-ish. And there's a belief that United could get him even for a little bit less than that, possibly. So 41 million is the report that I've seen tonight that says that we could maybe be able to convince Ajax to sell him to us for. So I'll ask the live chat, though. How much do you think it's worth for Man United to pay for Lisandro Martinez to get this guy in for Ten Hag and also to steal him out from underneath the Gooners' noses? What do you reckon, folks? How much do you reckon he's worth to United at the moment, then? I mean, I can't see us paying more than 45 mil, 40 mil. It's that sort of player, isn't he? 40 million quid. Yeah. Nathan Fell says 40. George says 45-ish. ZX Flame says 45. 45 says Connor. 45 says F the Man. 45 says FIFA Don. 50 million pounds top says Dark Knight. I'm thinking 40 million pounds will be around about 40 million quid. So 47 million euros or somewhere around there. Makes a little bit of sense. Hugo Nilsson says, great signing. Yeah, absolutely. We've got a very good signing. And hopefully this guy would be coming in as well. 46 million I heard, says Nick Morris. Seems a little bit high. I mean, you never know. Maybe we could go for that much. I mean, it's a little bit over what the reports are that they wanted at 50 million euros. But hey, look, he's a quality player. They want to get some cash for him. The Gooners will take it to 45, says Amit Kunar. Yeah, good shout. Good point. You see, this is it. We could get in a little bit of a bidding war. Even if they know that Manchester United are going to essentially win out, they might just have a slightly higher bid just to test our waters, really. Just to say, hey, you know what? You're trying to steal him. Well, if you want him, you're going to have to match our offer of 45 million. That's a fair assessment. They may well just go one extra higher just to try and get us to match it or pull out. So, yeah, good point. Hey there, OA Safdar. How you doing? Dennis Johnson thinks 44.99. Johan van Angeren, what's good, mate? Vincent Bullock thinks 40 million and one. Penny, I like that. Rush Mano says we've got 57 likes on the stream. Thank you, Rushy. Do us a favour, actually, everyone, if you're just joining 164 Legends, drop a thumbs up on it. Let's get 100 likes on this bad boy. Share it around and get yourself involved in the chat and have your say also. But, so, you know, looking positive there, guys. We've got bids coming in for players. We're looking for more new additions to Ten Hag's squad ready for pre-season. And it seems like this guy might actually be able to come in before pre-season. Maybe or maybe not, because obviously there's a lot of work to do there. You've got to get the negotiations discussed and agreed for a start with Ajax. So the two clubs have to agree. And then, of course, the player's got to be happy and want to go. You've got to agree the personal terms, medicals, paperwork, all that sort of stuff. I mean, even once you've agreed it, it's usually a couple of days or a few days before we can actually get them here. So is it going to be a case of this guy joins us a bit later on in the tour, or is he going to be ready for that game against Liverpool in Bangkok? Only time will tell, but certainly hopeful of it. I mean, what's your gut instincts, guys? Yes or no? Does Lisandro Martinez sign for Man United before that game against Liverpool in Bangkok on the 12th of July? Yes or no? Let us know. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way, guys. If the majority of our signings are already in here, like, for instance, if we get De Jong announced this week and Eriksen comes in, and we've already signed Malacia, essentially, it doesn't matter if he joins up a couple of games later or a couple of days later after we've left, does it really? Yes, says Nathan Phelps. Vincent says yes. Man like Ryan says yes. Hamza Patel says yes. No, says Amit Kumar. Yes, says Nas. Well, it makes sense for United to try and get this deal done in the next week. It really does. For anybody that really wants to be involved with the pre-season, obviously Ten Hag's going to want as many players as possible that he's going to actually start the Premier League season with in early doors, so he can work with them and do all sorts of different experimentations like some sort of mad, nutty Dutch professor behind the scenes all the time. You know, he's going to want to try to shape the United side and get them prepared as best as possible for when we actually go into proper competitive games in the Premier League, Europa League, etc. So he's going to, of course, want to do that. It's looking very good for us to be able to sign 4 players before the tour right now. A couple of weeks ago, that was not really the case. We weren't expecting that would happen. Most people were quite reluctant to the fact that we were probably going to only get a couple in, if that. We'd been working on De Jong already that time, and there was no sniff of this Malacia and any other players, really. Martinez, it was a discussion. But now there's actual movement from Man United. So we have been discussing the possibility of us signing Lisandro Martinez with Ajax, and now we're about to table a bid. So it doesn't get any more ready than that. Now's the time we're going to submit an offer. We're expected that we could submit an offer tomorrow, tonight, sometime soon. Obviously, we're discussing the situation with them. And then Arsenal, of course, are not having any plan to give up. They're expected to push us a little bit further for this deal. So you could see, £45 million maximum, maybe with add-ons. That includes the add-ons. So you could see like 40 million and then some add-ons, just to sweeten the deal a little bit, just to make it so Ajax would be more interested in dealing with Manchester United, and just to put off Arsenal. And Arsenal may well bid us up a little bit as well. And there's reports in, like Fabrizio says, that there's no intention of Arsenal to give up. So, yeah, let's ask the chat. Where do you think Martinez plays his football next season then, guys? Come on, he's coming to United, mate. Ten Hag's bringing him back. You know it's going to happen. Arsene Hollands haven't got a dream. They haven't got a hope in hell. He's not going to go to some bloody North London bottle job company when he's got the chance to go and reunite with Ten Hag, is he? That's the fact. Sorry to say, Mikel Arteta hasn't got a hope in signing this guy, as long as United actually bid. If we've got a bid in there, the only way they could get him, I suppose, if they're prepared to price us out of the market, if they really want to pay 50 or 60 million quid for this guy, which they don't, which they won't. That's the only way that they could get him. Otherwise, he's ours, baby. He's all ours. United get in there. United says Hugo, Joan of Arc as well. Welcome in. Andy Healy, United forever. Mike says, Georgie, what? Martinez to play at CDM, says Red Mac. Hey, maybe so, dude. Red MC or Red Mac there. Thank you, bro. So Lisandro Martinez can equally play just as comfortably in those two positions, you know, defensive midfield and centre-back. So just to go back to this whole player that we're linked with at the moment, we've got Malacia. Now it's time to address some of the other problem areas of the team. The centre-back position's a joke, mate. We've got Slabbington Maguire, who's now Matic is gone. He's the new Frankenstein, if you ask me. He's such a big cumbersome melt, and I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. He's a decent player. We've gone over this. Leicester City standard, but not Man United standard, not Champions League standard. You know, mid-table standard, decent guy, nice one. Do one. See you later on, son. But we're stuck with him for the time being. But I could see him maybe being sort of dropped back to a rotationary role, to a backup sort of a role. It's not Ten Hag's problem he cost 80 million and he's slow as all sin, is it? So he doesn't have to play him just because there's a big price tag on this guy. So I would say that we could well be playing Lisandro Martinez at centre-back, because that's a problem area for us. If Harry's going to continue to shit the bed, at least we could have Martinez come in and play there. But like you said, he can also play defensive mid, and just imagine a midfield of, I don't know, Lisandro Martinez sitting deep behind the likes of Jong and Bruno. Or maybe you could argue you could do something like Jong and Lisandro Martinez in a holding midfield with, you know, Bruno in front, something like that. It would actually make a bit of sense. Hey there, Mayak, thank you so much for getting in here with a super chat, my man. Appreciate you. Can we get a Sue in the chat there for him, my friends? He says, Ronaldo needs to be confirmed as the new captain. Spot on. Spot on. Well, I'm sure we'll find out about that very soon, because there'll be press conferences ahead of the games in the tour. There'll be reporters asking Ten Hag questions and all sorts of things. So we will get some answers to that pretty soon, probably within the next week. But I agree. I think it needs to be addressed immediately. We've got to understand that this guy, Harry Maguire, is a decent player, but he's not a proper leader good enough for United. And there is a ready-made leader in Ronaldo there. So I'm with you guys. I think Ronaldo makes a lot of sense to have the armband. He's obviously the most awesome player out of them all anyway, in terms of actual quality. Plus, he's the most dedicated and professional. So he should be the captain. Give him the armband. If Ten Hag does actually start the Premier League season with Harry Maguire as his captain, then he's already gone down a few notches. But hopefully he doesn't do that. He's not done that yet. Nice one, Rushdie says, we're closing in on 100 likes. Keep dropping a thumbs up, guys, and have your say. Need extra quality in defensive midfield to compensate for Slabad, says Johan van Angeren. Good shout. Good shout. You're so right about that. Yeah, somebody just sitting in front of the back line. He's going to drop deep sometimes. And maybe drop in there as well. Absolutely spot on, because that's what Lisandro Martinez could do also. He could just play that sort of DM role where you're sitting in front of the back line and then he just drops deep in there. You know, Maguire goes on a bit of a forward run, so he just covers over, you know, that sort of thing. He's going to be a versatile good player in that sense. So, yeah, he does give us some options. He does give us the ability to play a couple of different midfields. He does give us the ability to play at centre-back and start the game. And he also gives us the ability to play in the midfield with different combos, in a defensive mid on his own, in a defensive mid alongside De Jong, maybe being a little bit more creative and allowing the freedoms because he's got Lisandro there. So it does add up. I mean, look, again, it's one of those, isn't it? It's an Eredivisie player. It's somebody that hasn't come into the Premier League and played in the Premier League. It's somebody who's coming in with no experience of the league. It's difficult, but because of what the experience he's had in the last few years playing with Ten Hag, and he's our manager to get us to play a certain way, it should help us adapt. He should adapt quickly as well to the Premier League because of that. And he has been playing to a high standard within a Champions League team, standard team, which has also been playing to a high standard. So Lisandro Martinez is absolutely a good player, 24, getting better, the right sort of age as well. I don't really see the drawbacks in the signing. I mean, okay, some people say, well, he's not the biggest name or he's not got the biggest reputation, etc. Well, okay, well, who do you want to sign then? Samuel, Tiddy from Barcelona, and he's just on shitloads of money a week, 200k a week, and he's fucking injured every other day. Is that what you want? Or do you want to just sign somebody who is unrealistic to sign? Because let's face it, in terms of a centre-back or even a central defensive midfielder, it's arguable as to the level of player we can even sign right now. Let's face it, he is a Champions League standard player because he's playing in a Champions League team. There's not too many Champions League standard players that will want to come to a club that isn't in the Champions League right now. So for those reasons, he's a good signing. Okay, maybe De Ligt would be a nicer signing. Let's face it, that would be better. I would enjoy that, but he's like almost double the money. So he may well even be double the money. So you're talking about unrealistic propositions, too much of the budget taken up. Maybe that's one for next summer. Maybe that's one for the future. But right now, It's just too much money, isn't it? Oh, nice one, Rushy. Get in there, my son. Kate Cadesso, is this left back properly signed? Yes, indeed, sir. He is. He is. I mean, so we got updates and confirmation from people anyway, such as Fabrizio Romano, basically just giving us updates saying, like, you know, it's done. Here we go. He said, here we go in regards to Malacia early on. Agreement reached on personal terms. Waiting to sign the contract soon for 50 million euros plus 2 million euros add-ons. Feyenoord. Malacia will be first signing of the Ten Hag era. So that was confirmed earlier on. And then also we have a bit of, you know, deal information about scheduling the medical. And so, yes, it's done in the sense that the teams have signed. And also we've still got some things pending, of course, like medicals and things like that. But yes, it is done, mate. Medicals not done, special one note. So as you can see from this update from Fab here, Man United are working to schedule Tyrell Malacia medicals. Eric Ten Hag wanted to get the deal done, and paperwork's already signed with Feyenoord for 15 million euros plus 2 million euros in add-ons. So it's imminent. It's going to be in the next sort of day or two that this guy's actually unveiled in Manchester. It won't be long at all. The time frame, give him 48 hours to be in the city, mate. Get there, get in there. Yeah, that's right, exactly there. My Jack, he says Argentina International 2. Remember Heinze? Yes, I do remember Gabriel Heinze, my friend. Absolutely, great player for us for the short term. Anyway, then he did one, didn't he, and left us. But hey, fair enough. You know, he was a good player for us, and absolutely another Argentina International. He's had a handful of caps for them. And he's only 24, so he will continue to build a reputation in the game. He's coming to a big club like United now. He will continue to get game time, I think, in the Argentina setup. And you're right, yeah. He's a high standard, international standard player, 24, coming to the best years of his career. Plus also, it's a bit of an X factor, really. It's similar. It's kind of a similar player, similar stature, almost, I would say. Maybe not quite. Maybe Pau Torres has done a little bit more in the game so far. But it's a similar sort of situation. They're 24, 25, that sort of age. They're playing for a good team, but they're ready to take a step up to a big team. And it's a similar sort of stature player to that. The only difference is really is that, well, he's got the versatility, but also Ten Hag's got that history with him. So Ten Hag has that relationship with him. Of course, he's managed him. He's signed him previously at Ajax. It's a fantastic situation for everybody. And also, even Ajax, even though they'll be losing this player, it's the perfect way to lose a player. They signed this guy for £6 million in 2019. Ten Hag signed him. They lost Ten Hag. They've been compensated. Ten Hag's now signing the player to the club that he's just gone to. But essentially, they are getting sorted out pretty good with the monies here. You know, we're going to be paying decent money for this guy. Everybody's a winner in this one. Martinez will enjoy playing in the Premier League for Man United under Ten Hag. Ajax will enjoy that money, 34 million profit, whatever they would get from that, pretty significant. Plus a good couple of years service out of the guy, and that's what Ajax do. They've got to produce talents and sell them, so it's nothing new to them. Sonny Takaran, mate. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, mate. Sonny Tarakan. Diego Upperblazer as well. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, my son. Get in there, dude. Nice one. And also Adam Gushhoish. Thank you, Adam Groshhoish. Thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button there, my son, and subscribing to the channel. And Long Schlong Silver as well, my son. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button there, my son. Everybody, if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button if you're new. And also smash the like on the video. Myjack's getting in here raw with his super chats. Thank you very much. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He says Martinez is a left-footed centre-back. What we need, also another fantastic point, mate. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that is something that you don't see a lot of, and it's something that Man United could definitely benefit from. You're absolutely spot on. And also just the fact that he's versatile. Nice, Dad Sweets. Malacia destroyed Anthony twice last year, says Dad Sweets. Long Silver says Rush, but I don't know where that came from. Ruddy can't game. How's it going? He says, I'm Louis Van Gaal. They call me Louis Van Gaal. Well, Louis Van Gaal is very bitter, you know. He's telling players to, how you say, this sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hang on. Let's get into Louis Van Gaal mode. Wait a second. Yes, my name is Louis Van Gaal, and I'm former manager of Manchester United. And yes, I like my players to be horny, and I tell players to not go to United because they sack me. He's a little bit on the old bitter side of things. I agree with you. But anyway, he wasn't able to infect Tyrell Malacia's brain, was he? There's old Justin Timber, sorry, Churian Timber, old Jurriën Timber there having a little cry, saying he's not going to get in the setup if he goes to United. Well, prove yourself, mate. Burst your way into the setup. If anything, you look at Tyrone Malacia and his thoughts about getting into the national setup. You look at him and he's got way more competition ahead of him. He's got way less chance of playing regularly over on that left-hand side because Luke Shaw's there. So let's face it, Tyrone Malacia coming in with the right mentality here. Jurriën Timber can do one if he's got that mentality. It does sound like Arnie there, doesn't it? Thank you so much for just subscribing to the channel there, Retlaw the Future. Appreciate you. You know it makes sense. Good shout. Good shout. Lewis, thank you for the super chat, mate. Sorry I missed that, boss. He says, Malacia here to show Trent how to defend. Spot on. Trent's a gash defender, mate. He's basically the English Alex Telles, man. You know what I mean? He's a gash defender. He's great going forward, but he's looking absolutely shite defensively, man. Or pretty bang average, I reckon. So, yeah, good shout. He's going to come in here and show everybody how to defend, how to attack, doing the bits all over the gaff. Oh, thank you very much, Ruddy, for your super sticker of the moustache man. Thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate that, bud. Thank you so much for getting in here with your super sticker of the moustache. Please get some Sues in the chat there for Ruddy. Thank you very much, boss. Thank you also, Retlaw, there for getting in. So, okay. So, let's get into the rest of it, guys. Before I do, though, do you know what? We hit 59,000 subscribers today. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this channel, honestly. All the legends who come into the streams every single night. You're a bunch of legends. We're almost at 150 likes. We've got 300 people watching. You might as well give it a like spike. Let's discuss the rest of the videos then, guys. The rest of the news in the video then. So, yep, Laurie Whitwell's been speaking a bit earlier on as well. And this is what he had to say on the situation. He said Lisandro Martinez is next on Man United's list after securing Tyrone Malacia. Since the defenders favours MUFC over Arsenal, work to do with Ajax over the fee. But Erik ten Hag's influence on signings is clear with Frankie de Jong and Eriksen also in the works. And so, yeah, we've got a very clear philosophy. He's going to get some of his players that he knows and has a history with. He either knows them very well or he's worked with them significantly. So I think it's very much a great signing, whichever way you look at it. Hey there, CZ Bam. I'm all good, bud. How are you getting on? Thanks for asking. Paul Ramsey, Neymar can do one. I wouldn't have Neymar at Manchester United, mate. Are you joking me? Guys, would you sign Neymar at United? Yes or no? For a start, he would cost a fortune. Secondly, he'd be a right prima donna melt. Thirdly, he'd probably just be coming for the money. Fourthly, he's a fucking diving bastard. Fifthly, he's guff, mate. No, he's actually amazing, isn't he? He's a very good player, but I just don't like him. No way, says Lucky Singh. Aaron says no. No way. No to the sister shagger, says Bell. 100% says Alex Flames. No, says Duncan Belitho. Shout out Duncan Belitho, channel member. Get in there, my son. No, yeah, indeed, Marco Wilson. We don't need any more players like that. We need some rough and ready. We need to get back to the days of having characters like Roy Keane. You know what I mean? That's what we need. Eric Cantona. Do you know what I'm saying? Eric Cantona, the sort of guy, Vinnie Jones fucking cleans him right out. But he just gets straight up, mate. He gets fucking straight up, mate. Gives a puff to the chest. Doesn't give a toss. He's there to win the game. He doesn't care. He's not scared. He can't fucking have Vinny anyway, my son. You know what I mean? So, so I don't think, that's what we need to get back to. But anyway, Lisandro Martinez is being worked upon. Just to give you a latest sort of rundown, some reports came out earlier here. And here's just a little breakdown that was posted on the United District Twitter. And it's just a little breakdown of really where the situation's at for anybody who wants to know. The latest on him is United and Ajax are in advanced negotiations. We're favourites to sign him over Arsene Hollands. The reports are that they're not going to pull out there and they are going to try and sign him to the best of their abilities. And they might still push the price up a little bit for us if they can't get him. But positive talks have already been held. Ajax are ready to compromise on a £43 million demand. So they were wanting 50 million euros, but with a little bit of negotiation, surely that could be sweetened down a little bit. £41 million is considered enough to do the deal at this stage. But of course, things could change. It could be £39 million. It could be £42 million. But somewhere in that region is what's expected to be the figure that it takes to convince Ajax to sell him to us. So, pretty interesting. What's this Henderson update? Oh, we've got a new Henderson update. Thank you, Rushmana, for sending this in here. Okay, so interesting. Fabrizio's just tweeted and said that exclusive Nottingham Forest are set to sign fullback Gillian Biancone on a permanent deal from Troyes. Deal in place and medical on Saturday. And then it goes on to say that Nottingham Forest will announce Dean Henderson as a new signing soon. after Brennan Johnson extension completed today. So just a little bit of update coming through there live from Fab there in regards to Dean Hendo. Looking like, yeah, that's all going to get done with Nottingham Forest very soon on that loan deal. Fantastic. So just a couple of things. We're gonna get into the chat now for a couple of minutes in regards to Lisandro Martinez. Let us know your thoughts on the situation. I will give you all the rundown of Malacia and everything we know about that again in a bit, and then we'll have a little bit of a breakdown of things, and then we'll get into the live chat and have a big Q&A like we always do. But just a couple of things before I do. You know, Fulham are in talks with United supposedly at the moment to sign Bailly on a loan with maybe an obligation to buy as well. So just another bit of information that's come out this evening as well. I mean, that's pretty much the stuff other than just the little bits. But I'm just going to get into the Tyron Malacia stuff in a moment. But before I do, we're on Lisandro Martinez. So let's get in the chat, guys. Let's see your thoughts and opinions about this signing. Any reservations? Who thinks it's a good one? Etc. I'm going to jump in there, see what you legends are saying. United Audacious Pig, I will have to have you out of your mouth. It's true, Chelsea are ready to snipe us for De Jong once United agree a fee. I don't know. I think that's just going around at the moment because of what United have been doing, where we've been hijacking deals. So I think, you know, it's just all the wishful thinking from the opposition fans that a team like Chelsea are going to swoop in. But maybe, I mean, Chelsea, so there's some reports about like the Rafinha situation, various situations. Who knows who they're actually going to end up with. I would be worried about Manchester United having him stolen from us because I've been saying the whole summer, like, why the hell wouldn't anybody else go in for De Jong, especially for that price, 65 million euros up front? He represents good value. If you're a Champions League team, maybe you'd like to bring him in. If you're a team like, I don't know, Bayern or PSG or Chelsea or City or somebody like that, there's every possibility you would want him because he's a good quality player. So, yeah, I'm surprised nobody's gone in for him either. If that is the case and we just go down and negotiate for weeks and weeks and weeks with this guy and then somebody else swoops in and matches the deal, I'll be absolutely disgusted. But we can't really say that there's anything other than fair. It's anything other than fair because of what we've done with the whole Olympic Lyon situation, just hijacking their deal. So let's just hope it's not the case, mate. Let's hope that he doesn't want to go to Chelsea or doesn't want to go to a different football club. Because let's face it, even if they do have Champions League football, well, Ten Hag is here. It's a project long-term. Ronaldo's at the club. He's got some of his Dutch teammates, etc. It is kind of an attractive place for him in a lot of ways. The only way it's not attractive is the lack of Champions League football. But, you know, that could come around pretty quickly, really, if we all get buckled down and start playing some bloody football. Mate, Lancer, thank you so much, Lancer, for becoming a member of the channel, dude. Get in there, my son. Sue! Mate, thank you so much, Lancer. Everyone, guys, can we just get your favourite Bacon McGinn emoji in there and welcome Lancer to the channel? Thank you so much for choosing to support the show, you bloody legend. Get in there, Lancer. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, my son. Choo-choo! Patrice Malacia with a super chat as well. Thank you so much, Patrice Malacia. It's a coming soon super sticker. I like that one. Thank you so much, Patrice Malacia. We're going to have to start calling him that from now on. Let's hope that he is the future Patrice Evra for us, man. The next Patrice Evra. That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? It'd be sensational stuff. So, yeah, just looking forward to that. Hey, what's up there, Silvery Carbide? Hope you're doing well. And Mike and William Reedy and all you legends getting in here. 332 legends. Right, okay, smash that like button, folks. Let's get 200 likes. Help us out on the channel. Help us compete with the clickbait merchants, the corporation wankers. And if you enjoy the show, just smash that like. That's all we ask. And also hit the old subscribe button if you're new to the show, because we're on here every single night. We're actually getting close now to 60,000 subscribers. We're nearly there. We're not that far away. So if it's your first time in the gaff, make sure you do drop a sub on it. We always give you the latest updates throughout the day. If there's any breaking news, we jump on. And we also don't give you the news if there isn't any news. Whereas some channels just pump out bullshit, clickbait, rubbish. We don't. We just jump on when there is actually the news. If there's a lot of news like today, we'll jump on a lot. If there's not, then we won't. So, but that's the way we operate here, guys. What's this that's just come through here? Yeah, interesting. So Arsenal have had 2 bids knocked back so far for Martinez, giving Man United the opportunity to work towards our own agreement. So it is pretty funny. This is Rob Dawson from ESPN just put this out there, you know, and it is interesting because that's essentially what has happened. It's like we've had Arsenal do a lot of the negotiations for us here. Again, similar to that Malacia deal. And we're just swooping in like a big, bald, Ten Hag, Dutch, Stone Cold Steve Austin looking eagle. and just stone cold stunning Arsenal right down the wicket, right out the ring. You know, they're not going to stand a chance. I don't think they're going to stand a chance just simply because of Martinez's affection and history with Ten Hag. Yeah, well, there you go, Lewis. I'm not saying anything, but thank you for putting links in there, Aaron. Nice one, mate. I appreciate that, bud. Oh, there's the channel member link if you want it. I'll thank you, Aaron, for putting that in there. Nice one. Okay, nice one, guys. Yeah, if anybody wants it, there it is. No pressure. Right, folks. Okay, so Dark Knight says we get pig dancing and spinning his drink, says Dark Knight. My Jake, thank you for another super chat. He says, De Jong liked a Manchester United Instagram post about Ruud van Nistelrooy. Mate, fantastic. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, this is it. Lots of things like this will hopefully add a bit of fuel to it. But this guy, look, people are saying he doesn't want to come to United, but it's not the case. Frankie De Jong will come as if he's pushed out the door at Barcelona. Simple as. Great thing. Hey there, Lucky Singh. What's going on? Yeah, thank you, Screen Contact and Stephen Taylor, for hitting that subscribe button, guys. Nice one. Really appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button and getting in the chat. Right, let's give you the latest on Malacia, because we've obviously talked about Lisandro Martinez. For anybody who's just jumping in here and wanted to know a little bit more about the whole Malacia situation, well, don't worry about that, folks. If you've had a long day and you've missed all the info, don't worry about it, folks. We've got him. He's ours. It's not an issue. And as you can see, Fab posted earlier, here we go. And it's got the seal of approval from all the top journos. So the situation is, it's a 15 million euro bid plus 2 million euros in add-ons, which was accepted, of course, by them a couple of days ago. And then we've been working on getting personal terms agreed with Tyrell Malacia, which is now done. He's agreed to our personal terms. And now we're just waiting for signatures. We're waiting for paperwork to be exchanged, and also for a medical to be done, of course, which is expected to be done and scheduled over the weekend. Could be tomorrow, could be flown in on Saturday, or it could be Sunday, of course. So we're just waiting for a little bit more info in regards to when his medical will be, but it could well be tomorrow or the next day. And then he should be pretty much presented at Manchester United. He'll be ready to go for pre-season with everyone else, more or less, who are coming back. The new fit, the 15 players that are coming back to join pre-season training. They'll be getting ready Monday, and he should be due Monday, Tuesday, really, to get going. Pretty much that's the idea, and he'll be ready to go off on tour. There's a report that the contract is 4 years plus an extra year add-ons or an extension if we choose to exercise that closer to the time, with an option for an extra year, basically. So he's got a 4-year contract with an option for an extra year, and Man United are paying him somewhere in the region of about 40 to 50, possibly 60k a week. Haven't seen any legit figures about it just yet, but it doesn't really matter anyway. He's a good young player, but it's a lot more than he was being paid at Feyenoord. So that's basically the situation with the contract, and of course the agreement between the two clubs. And now we just play the game of waiting a day or two for him to come in. Get in there, my son. Come on. Can we get some bloody love heart emojis in the live chat finally? Because we are signing a player, Tyrell Malacia, after a proper shitty window. It looks like finally we're going to actually do some business. Bring these guys in. Start with him. Get De Jong in. Get Eriksen in. Move on Lisandro Martinez. I mean, I would not be surprised the way things have gone if Lisandro Martinez signs next. I'm just putting out there, guys. It wouldn't surprise me if he's the next signing we bring in. I know we've been working on Eriksen. I know we've been working on De Jong. But once there's an agreement in place between Ajax and Manchester United, it's only going to take a few days, only going to take a couple of days. So he might even be our next signing. I'm not even kidding. It's possible. I mean, I doubt it because there's literally not even an actual official bid tabled yet by Manchester United. However, there are lots of reports that that's the case, but it wouldn't surprise me if we sign him before we sign De Jong, guys. Yeah, United till I die. Get the fuck in there, mate. The strongman Steve says, Malacia ain't no backup. Shaw and Tenners are heading out, Pigman. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think that Ten Hag would have signed him just to be a backup for Luke Shaw. I think he's definitely going to provide competition, though. And Ten Hag will give Luke Shaw a chance to prove himself. And if he can do the job that Ten Hag wants him to do better than Malacia, then he's going to give him a chance. This is what's great about having some quality and some strength in depth and bringing a new player in this summer. It keeps those players who are currently there honest, or you either find out whether or not they've got the bottle or the quality to keep their place in the team, in which case you've got quality depth and a couple of great players there, or you find out if they're a bottle merchant and then Malacia is there to take over. Happy days, doesn't matter either way. So it's a great signing from that point of view. Malacia, says Josh Lee. What's my thoughts on Tielemans when he is Dutch midfielder? Do you mean Yuri Tielemans or a different Tielemans? I'm not familiar with the other Tielemans. Lucky Singh says, we're looking high on Ericsson. Maybe Martinez could happen, says Lucky Singh. Yeah, it's looking quite good at the moment because, look, let's face it, Arsenal are not the most attractive place to go and play your football, mate. I mean, neither are we right now, but because we've got Ten Hag here, it makes it a little bit more attractive for a player like Martinez, who's just been managed by the guy. Nick Knack says, Denzel Dumfries sounds like a good buy, but why would Inter want to sell him? Yeah, fair point, fair point. But it would make sense for Ten Hag to try and get him. Maybe Inter would be interested in doing some sort of an exchange deal for cash and a player. Inter could possibly look to get a player like Dallo. It's all, it's a literal like-for-like replacement. Not a bad signing for them. Also, maybe you could chuck in Eric Bailly. I agree, Aba. We do need to sort our right side out, right back and right wing. Well, the right wing position, isn't that really going to be occupied largely by Jadon Sancho anyway? I mean, we paid 73 mil for that guy. I know he's not a Ten Hag sided, but he's a quality young player. Surely we should be getting the better out of him this season. Craw number 1 says Maguire is quality. Said nobody ever. Nice one, Rushy. 172 likes. Get in. Inter loves Martial, says Rushmano. Very interesting. Well, there you go. So if Inter wanted a bit of Tony Martial action, maybe you could do some sort of a deal there. It's just speculative, but who knows? Bring back Darmian, says William Reedy. Only the desperate go to Arsenal, says Philip Chapman. Spot on. Never a truer word spoken. Chris, the only one, says Martinez wants to come, just will be 50 million euros plus 10 mid-July, but F wants him before next weekend. Yeah, fair enough, Chris. I don't know. That sounds too much to me, bud. You're saying 60 million euros? I don't think it will be, but you never know. I don't think we'll spend that much of our budget on him. I think it'll be closer to 50 million euros, probably closer to 47 million euros. That's my personal opinion. But hey, who knows? You could be right. Martial's wages are a big problem. Absolutely, he's on big, big money. And for those reasons, a lot of these clubs are priced out getting him. Sancho plays better on the left, Pig, says Josh Lee. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, what are you going to do with the likes of Rashford, Martial, Elanga, these guys? I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the case anyway. I think if you look at his time at Dortmund, he was playing predominantly on the right side. If you look at his statistics and what he was getting in goals and assists, he was doing fantastic there. Maybe for us, we were playing on the left and he was doing all right there. But he can play right wing for Pete's sake. He's a right winger. Lewis says, people who called Malacia the next Aaron Wan-Bissaka haven't watched Malacia play, says Lewis. Absolutely not, no. The only thing he has in common with Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the tackling, says Abub. He passes much better than Aaron Wan-Bissaka and with much more intensity. Love it, mate. That's it. That's the only problem with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's a great defender and he can run and cover the ground and beat people and stuff. He just can't pass. He's got no final product on him, mate. It's absolutely gashtastic. You think it's more likely that Sancho will play on the left, says Dara Lynch? I think so too. I think so too, especially if we sign Anthony. So if we do end up signing a right winger, I can see, yes, Sancho on the left, Anthony on the right. I can see that being the starting lineup for us. But if we don't sign Anthony, I personally think Sancho will start on the right because of the fact we've got Rashford, Martial and Elanga who are most likely suited to left wing. Even Garnacho is probably more likely to play on the left side. So, just in those terms, I think you would find Sancho being on the right. Okay, we've got Police, we've got Amad Diallo as well. But I personally think it would be... Let's ask the live chat, though. Guys, what do you think Jadon Sancho's best position is? Right wing, left wing, maybe somewhere else, guys. Airplane wing. I don't know. What do you think? Left wing, says Ninja. Right wing, says Alex Walker. Bent says Scott Berg. Right wing, Sancho, says Triple J. Left wing, says Josh Lee and Abub. Right wing, says United Forever. I mean, it's pretty split, isn't it? There's no reason a good winger can't play both sides anyway, folks. So I think there's just a big split here. You can see everybody is, looking at, everybody's looking at different wings. You can see from the chat, a lot of people saying left, a lot of people saying right. Me personally, I think it doesn't really matter either. You can either play as an inside forward on the left side, or you can play on the right wing. But he's predominantly, a winger that can just play both sides. I mean, let's actually have a look at some of his statistics for all this season here and just see where he has played most of his games. So it's quite interesting, actually. So it's almost a direct split. But throughout his career, he's played 109 games as a left winger and 81 as a right winger. So he has played more times over on the left wing, surprisingly enough. So there you go. Quite interesting. So literally, this is a player who spent almost half of the time on either wing. So he should be able to play either side, gives us that versatility. But that's quite interesting. He's actually played slightly more games on the left-hand side than he has on the right, which is quite interesting, So there you go. Interesting stuff. Right wing says Patrice Malacia. Left says United Order. Left says Aaron. He'll develop says Lucky Singh. Right wing says Burn on the Red. Right wing says Madhouse. Yeah, fair play, dudes. Right, okay, so yeah, Sancho's there. We've got a lot of good young wingers, actually. Ahmad Diallo, what's going to happen to him? Pelistri, Elanga. All of it, it's not really the position I think we even need to worry about that much, guys. I'm going to be honest. I would be okay. I know it's a bit not ideal because we are lacking a few players. We are lacking a little bit of quality and consistency there and trustworthiness. But it wouldn't be the end of the world starting the season with the 6 wingers that we have. And when I say 6 wingers, I mean Elanga, Martial, Rashford, Sancho, Pelistri, and Ahmad Diallo, basically. That's that wouldn't be the end of the world. You've got a couple of youngsters there who could back up Sancho on that right-hand side. Then you've got Rashford, Martial, and Elanga all fighting it out on that left-hand side. It's not the end of the world. Personally, I would like to address the midfield and the defence more. I'd love to get a right back in, such as Denzel Dumfries. Hey, thank you, Alasine Silla, for subscribing to the channel. And I'd also love to get another central midfielder in, such as Yuri Tielemans, in order to really make that midfield pop and make that midfield be really seriously spot on and quality. Dara Lynn says, do you think Martinez would start if he signed? Definitely, I do actually, Dara. Yeah, I do. I think, for me, I'd start him over Slabby Maguire in the centre-back spot tomorrow. I'd also start him over Fred or McTominay in the central defensive midfield spot tomorrow. So, yes, I think he definitely starts if we sign him, especially for Ten Hag. OHB, yeah, you got gifted a membership, man. That was from Eddie Trooper earlier on, man. He came in and he gifted 20 memberships randomly to people, man. And you were one of them, mate. Shout out to Eddie Trooper. Let's get some love hearts in there for Eddie, man. Enjoy your memberships there. That was very nice of Eddie. What an absolute legend. You agree with the midfield, says A-Bub. Okay, let's ask the chat then, folks. What one position now is the most important that we should be strengthening? I do think it's the central midfield. I know Donny could do the job for us. I know that's possible. If Martinez comes in, that's strengthening the defensive midfield as well. So, but I still think, Tielemans, something like that would be sensational. Yeah, Eddie, you goat, says CD Bam. OHB says, Eddie, you goat. CDM says Strongman Steve. CDM says Ninja Starman CDM. Defense. Well, what I love about the Lisandro Martinez striking is it actually sorts out both of those positions. And literally does. You know, okay, you can't play Lisandro Martinez. You can't clone him and have him in both spots. But it just means, like, if you need him to, he can sit alongside Varane and play in the centre-back. But probably what he's most likely to do is come in and just sit in front of the back four and then, and just allow the likes of De Jong to create. And he's going to be dropping deep. He's also going to be spraying it around a little bit, but he's definitely going to be allowing the likes of De Jong to be freed up and create. And he's going to have all the defensive duties as that defensive holding sort of midfielder sort of guy, Holding midfielder, says Lewis. Yeah, so midfield. So most people think if we got the midfield sorted out, we'd be a much better team. And I agree with that. It would help us with every single point of the play that we want to try and do. So Ten Hag's going to want to get his team to play attacking football, not this counter-attacking dross that we had last season under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, mate. Wally Gunnar getting it all wrong last year. Super negative defensive guff, clueless mess it was, honestly. All the previous managers as well. Let's see a bit more of an attacking stance. Let's see a bit more of an attacking setup. And let's go for it. And then if you do that, you should see us create more chances, and let's try and control games with that midfield rather than just these erratic players who are running around, who might be physical, who might be good defensively, but they're not actually good on the ball. So you lose the ball, you give it away, you can't play out, you can't create chances, you can't get up the pitch, and then also you just give it away a lot, and then they score, they get chances. If you've got De Jong and another quality midfielder in there who are keeping hold of the ball better than what we've got now, and who are also, more importantly, creating from that position. So they're playing these lovely passes. They're able to keep hold of the ball. They're not running into corners and problems. They turn around, they pass it to a teammate. They've got that coolness and collectedness on the ball. That's the sort of guys we're looking for. And De Jong is certainly one of those players. Agreed, but it was Fletcher team, says Mike. We never replaced Phil Neville, says Scott Berg. I am Owen Lan. I am doing FIFA a bit later on, my son. Absolutely, lad. Yeah. It's going to be a short one tonight, though. Pretty short one. because I'm pretty shagged, to be honest. Darren Lynn says, would you rather Martinez or Timber? Personally, I would take Timber because he's much younger. So out of the two of them, I mean, yeah, I probably would rather Jurriën Timber because he is younger. He's 20. He's also versatile in the sense that he can play centre back and right back. He's quick. He's physical. But you know what? If he doesn't want to come and feel like he can prove to Louis van Gaal that he can get in the Netherlands setup whilst playing at Manchester United, then I don't want him. He's got what we call in the industry a melter mentality. If that's the case, I don't want that. I want somebody like Malacia who's like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to beast out Luke Shaw from that first team and go to the fucking World Cup, son. That's the sort of attitude that I want from a player. I don't want somebody who's like, oh no, I'm not going to get enough game times. Make them give you game times by putting in undeniable performances and being a boss and having belief in yourself. Unfortunately, Louis got into his head. But Timber does look very interesting. Chris says, whose shirt are you going to buy this season? Well, I'm not going to buy a shirt this season, mate. If I do, it'll be a dodgy one. But it will be Ronaldo, my son. Cristiano Ronaldo, the GOAT, the only one worthy of me wearing his name at the moment. Cristiano Goat Naldo, of course. Thank you, Aaron. He says, smash a like for the pig. Thank you very much, Aaron. We're nearly at 200 likes, only 4 away. Just give it a cheeky little feathering of the like if you join in and get in the chat. Thank you, Dara Lynch says, agreed. Tim Braz no balls, says Duncan Bolitho. Yeah, he's got tiny little shrivelly raisins, my son, it turns out. Pogo Gamer says, Timber needs another season at Ajax. Well, does he, though? Does he, though? I mean, it seems like for his own development, he's happy to do that. I guess it doesn't hurt him. If he's going to play regularly at Ajax and play Champions League football, then hey, that's good development at 20 years of age, to be fair. Atkins22 says, Primot. Jonathan Gallagher, hey, mate, he says, Piggy, we aren't good enough to play attacking football. We will get exposed at the back, says Jonathan Gallagher. Nah, I mean, I disagree, mate. Once we've got the midfield address, once De Jong's come in there, and once potentially Martinez has come in there, you should see our ball retention much better. You should see our creation from the midfield much better. You should see us being able to attack much better. Listen, if you've got people who are cool on the ball, it's like having Scholesy in your team again. If you had Scholesy in Man United's midfield right now, Scholesy in his prime, well, we are going to be able to play generally much better because he's going to be able to control the game. He's going to be able to influence the game and tick things over somewhat like a metronome. The midfield is very important. It can be won or lost. That's where the most of it is won, in all fairness. The ability to get playing from the back and also the ability to stop the opposition getting into your half, etc. It's all done in the midfield battle. So, look, if they can control the ball, keep hold of the ball, pass better than the opposition, outpossess teams, outplay teams, we will, of course, create chances of being more attacking. It's hard to be an attacking team when you're playing the counter-attacking way. It's hard to be a counter-attacking team when you're having 40% of possession, which is what we're doing this season just gone. But if we actually set up to be attacking and outpossess the opposition, then we will see a lot more chances, a lot more attacking sort of qualities. Think about Potter's Brighton. Would you say Brighton are the most attacking team in the world? I don't think you would. What you describe them as is a great possession-style team. And guess what they did? They passed us off the park in the last game we played against them in the Premier League. They beat us 4-0, guys. It was an absolute pasting. Okay? But that was all from great possession. It was all from having great control of the football. We kept breaking the ball down in midfield and giving possession away to them. And then they were just hurting us really badly with their key passes and, great tenacity. But look, they're a possession team. We should be capable of out-possessing Brighton. You know what I'm saying? Man United should be a midfield dominant team. So we need to get back to being that sort of team. I mean, could you ever imagine the likes of Scholesy and Keno getting flicking drubbed up like that against Brighton? Thank you, Rushy. You're a legend, mate. Dale V, thank you so much for getting in here with a super chat, man. He says, celebrate good times, come on. Ugh. So that's in reference to Salah signing a new contract at Liverpool. I'm pissed off with that, guys. Look, he's obviously a very good player for them. He's one of the best in the league, which is why I'm pissed off, because I just want to see the back of that guy, to be honest. But hey, fair enough, Dale. You have got Salah. Yeah, well done. Yeah, young Michael Carrick would be excellent, Shane Nichols, in his prime, who could take the ball off the defence and dictate the game. Yeah, fair play. Well, you're doing Scholesy dirty there, to be honest with you, Shane Nichols. Like, because Scholesy could do all that sort of shite too. But I know what you're talking about. Definitely Michael Carrick was just a great, deep-lying playmaker of a player, essentially, yeah. No nonsense, win it back. and tick things over. Nice one, cool homies. Nice one, cool homies. Thank you so much, Bo. You're using your other account for a minute. Nice one. Darren Lynch says, I'm very excited for the preseason game so we can see how well Ten Hag can influence the side. Definitely. We will see a really big glimpse of his management style, of course, watching all those preseason games of how we're going to approach the Premier League. We'll see formations. We'll see tactics. We'll see coaching. We'll see him barking orders. We'll see him organising. We'll see all of that stuff and what his plans and intentions are in regards to team selection. We have got 2 games right at the end of the tour as well. One in Oslo and one at Old Trafford, which are the next day. There's one day and then one day on the 30th, and then the next one's on the 31st. So we're going to have 2 different teams playing in those games. So he would give everybody an opportunity just before the 7th of August, which is our first game, for everybody to impress him. You're just excited not to play 2 non-CDMs against Brighton, says Pearl691. Exactly, me too, mate. Absolutely, to try go there and actually out-possess them and out-attack them is the plan. We should be able to have a team confident of outplaying Brighton, really. Look, Brighton and Potter clearly a good possession football and passing side, but we should have a team capable of beating them at that, because we're Man United, for fuck's sake. Mike says, Scholes and Carrick would never be heard of without a Keane, says Mike. What you saying, like, because of Fletcher, Carrick and Fletcher, that was a good combo as well. 205 likes, get in there, Rushmano. Baby, we did it, break out the red panties. It's red panty night. The live chat's got us 200 likes, baby. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up. You're a bunch of legends. Oh, you're looking for some live music, Ruddy? What are you going to listen to then, boss? Anyone watch Haaland on SSN tonight, says Pogo Gamer? Nah, what did they show? Ghostbusters 2, did they? Dark Knight 22 says, Pete, did you see the video of Ten Hag on his first day? Already bollocking the squad. He's the man. Yes, mate. Love this guy. He's an absolute Stone Cold Steve Austin of a man, mate. He's not going to take any shit from anyone. He's going to stomp a mud hole in that squad's ass, mate. I can't wait for it. And then celebrate by having a cheeky little Steve Weiser. You know what I'm saying? Do you think the preseason games will be televised on the UK? Dara, they're actually on most of them, I think, if not all of them, are on MUTV, the MUTV app or the MUTV channel. So if you got... Yeah, you need a subscription to MUTV to watch them. They may well be elsewhere, televised elsewhere around the world. I have no idea. But certainly they'll be on the MUTV app. The preseason games usually are anyway. Opa Bust, how you been, mate? Love you too, man. Thanks for getting in, boss. Ian Dawn. Scholes would be worth 200 million in today's market. Oh, definitely. He would be. He'd be worth double Gerrard, mate. Nice one, Connor. Says, Pig, I'll have you and the UFC on, lad, later. Oh, nice, mate. Good stuff. That sounds like a match made in heaven. MUTV Live says, Batman. Ruddy says, you can give memberships. Yeah, man. So, basically, what's happened earlier today is Eddie Trooper came in here and gifted out 20 memberships to people, mate. It was absolutely raw. Now there's gifted memberships. It's like a Twitch thing. That I don't know what the hell it's all about, mate. It's only just happened, like, literally. Somebody did it last night with a couple as well. Who was it, guys? I've forgotten now. I've got such a shite memory. Oh, I'm sorry. But you know who you are. Gaz says, Stone Cold Ten Hag wish he had stunned Pogba on his way out the club. Eddie Trooper with the cool guy emojis. Yes, Eddie Trooper, man. Thank you for getting in early today, mate. And handing out 20 memberships. You absolute star, man. What a cool guy. Let's get some cool guy emojis in there. Good shout, Amit Kumar. He says, I'm never subscribing to MUTV till the Glazers are there. Me neither, mate. Me neither, bro. I'm going to use one of my mates, though. Rushmano, you know. Ruthless Sausage says, enjoy the ride. That is MU. When's Malacia's medical? Asha Katana. So what we've got at the moment is that bit of info there. It's expected it'll be this weekend, bud. That's all we've got, really. But we're looking to schedule in his medical. I think it'll be Saturday or Sunday. Shane Nichols says Paul Scholes was an excellent player, but Carrick would go better with Bruno right now in this team, says Shane Nichols. Okay, maybe, but I mean, I would, if you had to ask me who would I prefer to have in the team, though, it would be Scholes just because I feel like he was better. But, you know, Carrick was amazing, though. But Carrick's one of the unsung heroes in United's history, to be fair. But, you know, Scholes is Scholesy. Simon Granston, thank you so much, bro. Hey there, Samuel94. He looks a bit like Brock Lesnar's son, says CZ Pam. Oh, dearie me. Right, let me just get in and have a look at some of the updates that are coming out here, folks. Give me one moment. Let's have a look what's going on. Interesting. So next week could be decisive for Man United and Barcelona in regards to Frankie de Jong. Yep, it's understood that de Jong is keen to embrace Ten Hag's technical project that we've got at the football club. Also, reports coming out this evening that Real Madrid have no intention of offering Marco Asensio a new deal. So Real Madrid reportedly have told Marco Asensio's agent, Jorge Mendes, that they have no intention of giving him a new contract there at this moment in time. So he's 26 years old. Of course, he's a regular Los Blancos, making 42 appearances for them last season. Contributed 12 goals and 2 assists. His current deal is set to expire next June. And there has been a host of speculation surrounding him of his future. Supposedly links with Manchester United, links with Arsenal, Liverpool, AC Milan, all supposedly showing some interest in him. Come to United, says Lucky Singh. I'll ask the chat then, guys. So in regards to Marco Asensio, I mean, nothing would surprise me at the moment, right, with the sort of business we're doing. And let's face it, Anthony is a lot of money. They're supposed to want 70, 80 million quid for him, which is ridiculous. It's not going to happen, obviously, but they're supposed to want, euros. But, you know, like, this guy's basically nothing. This guy's literally nothing, guys. A-Bub says, I like Asensio, but no. You know, playing for Real Madrid, 42 appearances, 12 goals and 2 assists. I mean, the statistics don't lie. They're not bad at all. But it's understood that Real Madrid are not looking to offer him a new contract at the moment. According to Marca, whatever the fucking, Asensio has been given the chance to decide his future, but Real Madrid are leaving him in the dark, essentially, and letting the current deal just run down. Los Blancos boss Carlo Ancelotti is allegedly quite calm about the matter, and he doesn't have an issue in picking Asensio next season if they were planning on letting him go next season on a free. So essentially, this guy is available for not very much money. You like that transfer, says Lucky Singh. Interesting. Pass on him, says Simon Granson. So, okay, have a vote in the chat then, guys. Would you take Asensio at United? Yes or no? I mean, we're essentially saying he could be getting him here for basically nothing, guys. Yeah. So check this out. Asensio, so the only players that outscore him last season for Real Madrid were Vinicius Jr., who got 22, and Karim Benzema. So they're the only people that outscore him. He was the third highest scorer in their squad on competitions. Yes, says Chris Koo. Free transfer, says Lucky Singh. No, says Amit Kumar. Yes, says Mark Oliver. 2 crap, says Asha Katana. No, says Duncan Benito. Yes, says Ulpa Bust. Look, I rate this player, but the only thing is, I don't know what his contract is on. I think he's probably on big money. I don't know that. I mean, he's 26 years of age playing for Real Madrid, though. And he's one of their sort of, has been a big name player for a couple of seasons now. So he's probably on massive money. I don't really know what his wages are. But because of that, maybe that makes it a bit less attractive. He's not certain of a spot either in Spain's World Cup squad, so it's thought that he would probably like to go somewhere. If he is going to go somewhere, if he's not going to stay at Real, then it would be somewhere he's going to play very regularly. So maybe it would look to go somewhere like Milan or somewhere like that. But hey, look, it's understood that Liverpool, Arsenal, and United even have some interest in this guy. So it's just another link. It's just another link. Probably a dodgy knee, says Madhouse. Weird that Real Madrid don't want him, says Nick Nack. I think it may be some sort of an injury issue. So he featured 10 times during the 2019-20 campaign, but he suffered a serious knee injury in a preseason clash with Arsenal in 2019, and he struggled to show his best form since, essentially. So he's never really recovered properly from a serious knee injury, but he's still managing to get good stats and stuff. But he is a bit of an injury-prone melt. That's the problem. But maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Rushy, nice. We've got 224 likes, have we? Brilliant stuff. Guys, thank you all of you for dropping that like button. We've got nearly 400 viewers in the chat. Can we get 400 likes? Let's have a little bacon brigade. Like spike. Smash a like on the video for Tyrell Malacia. Smash a like on the video for Frankie Jong. Smash a like on the video for making Christian Eriksen my turn. Smash that like for Lisandro Martinez. And drop a big thumbs up for Eric Ten Hag, the Dutch Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, I'm just hyped up, peeps. Just hyped up. Anyway. So we've understood to have held positive talks with Ajax for Lisandro Martinez. Yeah. And, like some people were mentioning about links to Neymar earlier. There's some reports coming in as well that Neymar's been offered to a few Premier League clubs. I don't want Neymar, but it is a story that's going around. That's all we're going to say about it. Arsenal are understood to want to have a third bid. There's some reports that they've had a second bid rejected, of course, and they're looking to have some challenge for Manchester United to sign Lisandro Martinez. But at the moment, it's thought that he would want to come to Manchester United if that was the case. So let's just do a quick rundown. I'm going to get into the live chat in a little bit, folks. I'm just going to do a very quick rundown. So give me a minute just to discuss what we've talked about in this stream, and then we'll get into the chat for a little while for a Q&A. So, right, Martinez, guys. Also, drop a subscribe, guys, if you're new to this show. 380 legends in here. Hit the subscribe. We're on our way to 59,100. We're 5 away, guys. Hit the subscribe. We're only 5 people away from 59,100. The next little incremental change. So please do hit the subscribe if you're new, man. Help us get to 60K. We're trying to get there, I don't know, couple of weeks' time. Hit the old subscribe if you're new. Thank you very much. Okay, right, let's get it, everyone, says Chris Koo. 1,000 new subs in one day. No, we haven't got that knick-knack. No, 100 new subs. 100 new subs in a day. Still pretty fucking awesome, though. But no, not 1,000 new subs in a day. But, right, okay, hold on. Okay, so let's just cover everything we've discussed here, folks, and then we'll get into the chat. What's this? Hang on, Rushy's just sent me something. 2 seconds. Oh, interesting. Hannibal Medri nominated for CAF Young Player of the Year award. He's played 3 first-team games for United, but has 16 caps for his country. Brilliant. You see what I'm saying? Hannibal Medri nominated for CAF Young Player of the Year award. Interesting. Well done to Hannibal Medri, folks. One to watch for the future, definitely. Thanks for that, Rushy. Okay, so, guys, you know, if you just joined us, the Malacia is done. Don't worry about that. That's all done. We know that it's a 15 million euro plus 2 million euro add-ons deal. He's having a medical, supposedly over the weekend, most likely over the weekend. And that is going to finalise the deal, essentially. The agreement's there between the two clubs, signed. The player is essentially, you know, signed. He's also just got to have a medical and things like that. It's just going to be a matter of time for him. So he's done. And it's a brilliant signing for the price. Excellent. Welcome to Manchester, to Tyrell Malacia, my friends. Absolutely fantastic to see. David Ornstein elaborated on it earlier on and said that United agreed terms with Tyrell Malacia. 4-year contract plus option of a 5th year. Medical may happen this weekend. Man United are now trying to reach an agreement with Ajax for the Arsenal target, Lisandro Martinez, as he is keen. De Jong and Eriksen pursuits continue. So David Ornstein there with a nice update in regards to our possible targets, but also in regards to the contract that Tyrell Malacia has got. 4 years with an option of a 5th, which is great to see Manchester United being able to sign this guy for such a cheap amount on a long-term deal and for not very much money. It's just an absolute steal. It's a steal. It's a deal. It's the sale of the freaking century. United have really got ourselves a good signing there. It's a 9 out of 10 signing. I'm going to rate all the signings as they come in this summer. And that one so far for Manchester United is a 9 out of 10. It's not a key player. He's not going to change your team. He's not De Jong. But he's a great addition for a great price. How can it go wrong? Thank you, Coleman OL How To and United Forever for subscribing to the channel, my friend. Get in there. Thank you very much for hitting the sub up. And Spartan 1. Spartan 1. Spartans, what is your profession? Thank you very much, Spartan 1. Mario Mebin for subscribing to the channel also. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express, my lad. And your... Oops. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. 4 Premier League clubs have reportedly been asked for their interest in Neymar as well tonight. You know, just a speculative one. And then also in regards to Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez is the situation is this. So the latest on him, Lisandro Martinez to United. United are in advanced talks and advanced negotiations with Ajax to get a deal done here. Favourites over Arsenal to sign him, though they're still bidding and they're still having an interest in bringing him in. Positive talks have been held, and the Ajax are ready to compromise on the initial 43 million that they are supposed to want. Reports are 50 million euros is what they want to get the deal done. That's a little bit too much, maybe. Maybe we would just about be okay paying that. It is about £43 million. But if there's negotiations to be had, United could maybe get him for a little bit less, hopefully closer to 40 million. Let's ask the chat, how many £1 million do Man United pay for Lisandro Martinez? I'm not talking euros here. Forget euros. We don't deal in euros. We're in England. We deal in pounds sterling, my friends. How many pounds sterlings do you think it takes to get this guy in from Ajax? I think £40 million. Maybe a couple of extra ones with add-ons. 40 million says Nick Knack, and Mark Oliver says 40. Ryan agrees. 43 says Above. Lewis says 45. Chris says 45. Tad says 41. Amit says 45. Yeah, okay, we're in the same ballpark. Mostly everybody's saying about 40, 35 to 45 million. 42.5 says United Forever. 50 says Sinister Boy. 40 and a penny says Vincent Bullock. Nice. Everybody's saying around about 40. Excellent. I agree with you guys in all fairness. I think if we could get him for a bit less than that, it would really represent great value for money. But even if we paid like £43 million, it really doesn't bother me. It's only an extra few minutes. If it means we get our guy and we've got a good versatile player who can improve the midfield and also the defence, spot on. Right. Okay, so that's looking pretty good, guys, in regards to Lisandro Martinez. It's that's basically the current situation. Laurie Whitwell said that Lisandro Martinez is next on United's list after securing Tyrell Malacia. Sense that the defender is in favour of United over Arsenal because obviously nobody wants to play for Arsenal over Man United. There's plenty of work to do with Ajax over a fee, but because of Ten Hag's influence, it's understood that of course he will choose Man United. And then Fabrizio Romano tweeted a couple of hours ago also, just about 9:30 or 9:15, and said that United are actually legit preparing a bid for Lisandro Martinez. He's very, very high in Ten Hag's list. Race is open with Arsenal, and they have no intention of giving up the race either. So it seems like we are in a shootout with the Arsenal Hollands for this guy. He goes on to say, once Malacia deal will be signed and official, Man United will be on it. While Arsenal are still pushing. So once Malacia is all completely done and dusted, that's it. Now we're pushing for Lisandro Martinez. Now we'll be tabling official bids, and then we'll be trying to get that deal done. So come on, United! We're coming back this season. Eric Ten Hag's Barmy Army, my son. He's getting us hopefully back to being a good team again, given the players he needs, allow him to sign. I'd say we go out there and sign half the bloody Ajax team. You know what I mean? I'm happy to bring in half the Ajax team. They're a good team. You know, better than the shite we had anyway. At least they know how to play a bit of football. So I'd be happy to get them all in, guys. Just let Ten Hag do what he wants and bring them in. Happy days. Yeah, Caesar says Ajax will sell to us so that we can then buy Anthony in January from him. Yes, absolutely. And maybe they'll want one of our players in return. Hijack FC, let's go. Come on. Go on, Chris Koo. Who cares what we spend? In reality, it's just money. Those scumbags don't funnel out the club. So true, Bell691. I'm with you, mate. Who cares if it's an extra £3 million or £5 million? As long as we get the guy. Like, yeah, we don't want to see Man United bent over and pay too much for players, but it's not our money, is it? And you're right. What's the difference? The Glazers, shithouses getting a couple of £1 million less and us actually getting a player. Do you think Anthony will improve us if we sign him? Yeah, definitely, Naz786. He's a good player, mate. He's a good player. His stats are pretty impressive, but he's only young, so hopefully he would get better than that in the future. He's a Brazilian winger, tricky, get you a goal, get you an assist. You know, he's a good player, mate. I mean, he's only 22 and he's only been playing in the Eredivisie, so the same applies to him like everybody else. Only time would tell, and only coming to the Premier League and playing in the Premier League would tell as well, but so far he looks like he would be very, very good for us. I do think Maguire will be benched next season. Personally, at least I pray for that. To be honest with you, Olpa bust. Yeah, I think he'll be benched real nice. Right, we're going to have a Q&A now, folks. Let me just get in there. I think that's all the latest updates I've got in regards to this deal and also Lisandro Martinez. The biggest one, really, yeah, it's Fabrizio saying that we're going to prepare a bid for Lisandro. Hopefully that's the case, and it's a done deal with Malacia. Absolutely happy days. Let's get into the live chat now for a Q&A, everyone. I'll stick on here for another 5-10 minutes. I have got a FIFA stream, which I'm going to have to delay a little bit, so you have to come and join me in, 20 minutes, half an hour for the FIFA. But right now, let's do a Q&A. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on anything we've discussed here. Martinez, Malacia, anything else. Thank you all for being a part of this stream. Drop a thumbs up on it, and I'll say it one more time. Hit that like. We've actually just hit 250 likes, so thank you everyone for hitting it. Can we get 300 likes, baby? Let us know. All right, time to get into the chat, guys. Get in the chat, have your say. Lewis, bro, thank you for the super chat. He says, sit down, Pep. The big boys are coming back. That's it. We've got our own Baldy Speciale now, mate. Be on the lookout, Pep, lad. Oh, thank you so much, Lewis. I hope you're right, but I really do. It's going to take a bit of time, isn't it? Mike says 350k a week, 5 years Sancho deal. I want assist all year to Ronaldo. He's not on 350k a week. Mike, where have you got that from, bud? Shagging Phil Jones for a United treble, says Hugo Nilsson. I mean, if that was the option to get us a treble, I mean, I guess I probably would give him one. Whip says, what formation do you... Just imagine Phil Jones' sex face, though. Goodness me. In fact, we don't even need to imagine Phil Jones' sex face. Just look at his face when he's trying to fucking head a football, mate. And that's what Mrs. Jones is in for, You know it. Oh, no way, Rushmono says we've got 59.1k subs. Come on. Get in there, Rushmono. Thank you so much, everyone, for hitting the subscribe button. That's absolutely sensational. We've gone up another 100 subscribers today then, folks. Absolutely amazing. Come on! Get in there, my son! Let's go! Come on! On the way to 60k. Let's be having you. Oh, I'm well happy with that, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for hitting the subscribe and being a part of this channel. We will be on here every day giving the updates. I'm not going anywhere until the day I die. That's right, which hopefully is a long time from now. Hopefully, hopefully it's a long time from now. But I'll be doing this forever. So if you enjoy the show, if you enjoy the community, come in here and get involved with us. Dark Knight says, Piggy, you happy with going into the season with just Ronnie? Who would you go for striker? Dark Knight, I mean, I'm not overly happy with it. No, I think that we are lacking in the covered area there. If Ronnie gets injured, or if we have to rotate, or if he has to have a little game off here and there, who are we going to have to come in? Martial and Rashford, neither of them convinced me for a proper goal scorer, I'm sorry to say. So I would want to get somebody else in an ideal world. Who would that person be, you ask? Well, I mean, it depends what the sort of budget would be for him. If the budget's not very much money, then you're going to have to look at someone like Danny Ings, But if the budget is a little bit decent, then I don't know, someone like Christopher Nkunku. I believe didn't he sign a new contract recently though? But he's a good player, good versatile player. Kelvin Kanja, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button, boss. Christopher Nkunku. I was interested in Darwin Núñez before. Obviously, he's gone off to Liverpool, but he's too much money anyway. So it really depends on the budget. If the budget's only 20 mil, you got to be looking at players along the Sebastian Aller line. If you're looking at 50 million, you can get better players, but I don't think we've got that much money to spend on a striker this year. And in all fairness, I'm not that bothered about it. It's again, like I was saying about the right wing position. We need to strengthen our defence and midfield. The striker position, we have got Cristiano Ronaldo, and he is the GOAT, and he will score you a shitload of goals throughout the season. As long as he does stay fit, which is a big if, and we have to manage that, the age of him, etc., then he's going to be absolutely spot on and fine. He will get you shitloads of goals. If Ronaldo actually played every single, or more or less every single game, he would get you 30 plus goals a season, I reckon, even in a bang average team like United, based on sort of what he did last season. If we can step it up a bit better. So he's probably going to play, I think, 30 games in the Premier League. That means that he'll miss 8. I think he will play the most of the games. Now, he may have a little injury spell here or there. Maybe he'll miss 8. He's such a physical specimen. But with that amount of games, I still think he'll get 25 goals for Man United. So I'm not worried about Ronaldo. I think just give him all the games you can this season. Yeah, we want somebody as well to come on maybe late on after he's already scored a hat-trick, and then to just come on and see the game out. Well, maybe that's where players like McNeil can come in, Garnacho, who knows. So hopefully that'll be the case anyway, guys. So yeah. Give Tellers and McTominay and cash for Anthony, says Spartan. Now you're talking, Spartan 1. That's my idea of a deal. Kill 3 birds with 1 stone, get rid of 2 gash players, and get 1 good one in. That's what I like to hear, mate. Absolutely. I could go for that. Whip says, do you think Martial and Rashford can get the goals assists they did a couple of years ago? They were the best tandem in the league back then. Yeah, I actually do, Surprisingly, yes. Rashford was so bad this last season just gone. The season before, though, his stats were very good. I think he got like 11 goals, 11 assists. Not bad in the league. What I would say is he's going to have a kick up the arse big time. Ten Hag's going to have to stick an Acme rocket on his fucking boot and just kick Rashford up the arse because he needs an absolute rocket up the bum. And in all honesty, he was awful last season. His mentality stank. So because of that, I'm going to say I've got to go with, I've got to say yes, but he needs the big old kick up the arse big time. Thank you, Rushman, who says, great show, guys. Thank you so much, you absolute don. I'm just going to stay around for a few minutes and read a few more comments out, guys. Drop a like on this video if you haven't done so. Hit the subscribe and all that jazz as well. I have got a FIFA stream set up, which is going to be a little bit late now, but you guys don't mind, do you? It's a late one. So there it is there. I'm going to put it in the live chat. It should work. I've just pinned it to the top of the live chat also. So that will take you to the FIFA stream, guys, where you can go and smash a pre-game like. Even if you're not going to watch the FIFA stream with us tonight, make sure you smash a like on it just to show your support for the stream. That'd be much appreciated. But just to get back into the chat for a few minutes, let's see what's going on. Lewis says, stick Apollo 13 up there. That should sort him out. Exactly. It needs to be a big fuck-off rocket, doesn't it? An Elon Musk special. You never stop, Pig, says Nick Knack. Oh, dude, I should stop tonight, mate. I'm feeling absolutely shattered. But it's Friday night, FIFA action, mate, and I can't really let the Bacon Brigade down, man. I'm going to have to come on, even if it's just for 2 hours. I think what I'm going to do is stream till about no later than 2 a.m., guys, because I'm shagged. So it's going to be a 2-hour stream tonight. That's my vibe. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah. Ronnie has a World Cup to play, guys. He's 38. We need a striker. Well, okay, Bell, but we do have 2 other strikers backing him up. There's Martial and there's Rashford, and Ronaldo's still going to want to play, isn't he? He's not going to want to sit around. Thank you, Primot. He says, thanks for your report. Thank you so much, Primot, for watching and moderating and being a legend. Rushmano says, subscribe and like the channel. Thank you so much, Rushy. Thank you, Daniel Nicholson, bro. Lucky Singh as well. He says, when Americans took over. Ilanga's a great player for the future as well. To be fair, Vutinator, will he be given chances? Victor Osserman next year, says Lewis. You what? Piggy, which player would you sign that's not linked to us? I mean, I would sign, if the player that's not linked to us, I mean, Son Heung-min. You know what I mean? Son Heung-min. Fuck yeah. Let's get Son in. You know what I mean? But that's not going to happen. Realistically, I don't know. Delict? Delict is sort of linked to us, though, but he's not realistically linked to us, is he? Nobody actually expects we're going to pay 70 million quid for Delict. But I'd actually go and get Delict if I was in charge. It would be Delict and Tielemans coming in now. Nobody else. It would be De Jong. It would be Christian Eriksen. It would be fucking Malacia. Then I'd be going to get Tielemans and also Delict. That would be my signings. But hey, look, I'm not in charge. Man United have become Arsenal, says Isan Singh. Don't be ridiculous, my friend. Come become Arsenal. Goodness me. Beef Buddy says, Big, I would keep Martial and Rashford because they have an understanding together. Yeah, definitely, Beef, and we need some backups and they can score goals. They're just not the best at it, that's all. Christian from Chelsea is available. Worth a punt, do you think? Well, yeah, maybe Whip, to be fair. Maybe. I mean, you could do worse, couldn't you? Is it crucial for the future of United, says Lucky Singh? It is crucial, as I called it, says Ryan Mark Williams. Yeah, your FIFA getting later these days, says Jamie Todd. Oh, well, it's part of the process, mate, of me having to do lots of videos, mate. It's just, there's not enough hours in the day. So I did a FIFA stream earlier on my gaming channel, and then the news came out about this, and I just had to instantly jump off and jump on another vid. I'm going to have to jump on another vid now, but we're going to wrap this one up, folks. I want to say big thank you to every single one of you for tuning in. Sorry if I missed any comments, but you don't have to end it there. You can come back after it's finished and comment in the not live comment section. Give us a big like spike. Help us get to 300 likes. Drop a subscribe, all that stuff. Follow us on social media, guys, at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and also Twitch. Robin says, why so many videos today, Joe? It's just because literally there's so much news, bud. I literally couldn't not jump on. So I did a video about the latest updates of Malacia when I woke up today. And then just as I'd finished that video, basically, I started a FIFA video, which I'm doing daily on my gaming channel. And then the news broke out that there was a done deal. So, of course, I've got to jump on and talk about the done deal with Malacia. And then this evening, the news comes out that we're preparing a bid for Lisandro Martinez. So it's like, trust me, I don't want to get on here this much, guys. You know what I mean? But I have to, because that's the biggest news, and that's it. I take this very seriously. I don't want to be missing updates, missing news when there's news to give, because we're trying to actually do this as an actual, you know, like job. So there you go. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, United Till I Die. Ryan says, 2 weeks back, for those who do not know, Dybala's agent came to speak to Ten Hag as Ronaldo requested it. Interesting, Ryan. Sounds like BS to me, but fair enough. I mean, I think actually, yeah, I did hear something about that now. But, you know, we're not going to sign Dybala, are we? I can't imagine that. You never know, though. I can't imagine that, though. He's going to cost a lot, wages-wise, signing-on-wise. I know he's available for free, but even so. Philip Buanali, thank you very much for hitting that subscribe button, Philip. Nice one. Thank you to all the moderators, people like Rush Mano, people like Jonathan Gallagher and Primot, and all these legends. Thank you all the members, all the legends in green with the badges on there. Thank you to every single one of you legends. Yeah, Robin says, I wouldn't cut it as a YouTuber. I just post a 10-second video with the update. Exactly, Robin. No. Well, there are some channels like that, obviously, that do clip channels and stuff, little clips. But now, you know, I'm a long-form type guy. I'm a monologue type guy. You know what I mean? Cheers, Chris Koo. Cheers, Robin, Rushy, Jonathan, Diamond, Nas, Chris Koo, Nick Nack, Ash Carroll, Adam Maloney, United Till I Die, Manhouse, Nas786, Lucky Singh, Rushy, A-Bub, Pogo Gamer, Whip, and everybody else as well. Thank you very much there, Whip. You know it. You're so behind on Netflix because wrestling and the Bacon Brigade comes first. You know. Get in there, A-Bub, Nas, Ryan, and everybody else as well. That is the end of this stream. Go and check out this FIFA stream right here, folks. I'm going to put it in the live chat. There it is. Please go and check out the FIFA stream, which is starting in... You're going to have to give me 15 minutes, folks. So near midnight. But yeah, see you soon, folks. That's the end of the show. Much love to all the Bacano Brigadiers out there. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to all the mods and everybody else as well. Thank you for chatting, getting in. Sorry if I did miss any of you. Come back and have your say in a little bit. That's the day's news. A great day for United. We signed Malacia, and it looks like we're still doing deals for Eriksen and hopefully Jong coming soon as well. And now we're also ready in a bid for Lisandro Martinez of Ajax. The Ten Hag Revolution begins. Get in there, my son. See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's it from me. Come and watch FIFA in 15 minutes, and I'll smash up some fools. Bye, guys.